Yes, and they would like bring him doctors for medical attention after all this torture. And even the doctor was an interrogator. So he was also trying to get him into forced confession, and he would like give him this paper asking if you sign this, you will be free, you will be released if you sign this.
Your dad was actually jailed by this regime, right?
Yes, I actually want to talk about that because, I thought about this a lot, and I think at some point it must be heard because my dad hasn't talked about it at all. But I want to talk about it here for the first time. Things that my dad has been through and my family has been through, that now I'm here and I'm speaking up. I'm the result of all of those decades of oppression.
I mean, you make a really important point, which is that we are so aghast and horrified by the things that we see and hear about what's going on right now. Last week I was doing an essay about how um, it's correct that we're focusing on executions, but even those who are not executed are being kept in solitary and psychologically tortured and physically tortured, and so that by the time they, in some cases, leave prison, they're not even themselves anymore. But the point that this is actually not new. This has been this regime's playbook for 43 years. The same guys who are leading this now were younger people working within this system that has learned these tricks over the years. Is a really important point to make.
Yeah. Yes, and they would like bring him doctors for medical attention after all this torture. And even the doctor was an interrogator. So he was also trying to get him into forced confession, and he would like give him this paper asking if you sign this, you will be free, you will be released if you sign this. But that was a lie because, anything that you sign, it's going to go against you, and it's going to be like, okay, you confess to this, so you've done it. But my dad never confessed, and eventually he got released because it was proven not to be guilty, and he was released. But it was very traumatic, and I could always, like, when my dad talked, um that feeling that, like, oh, how much potential I had and what could my life be, but now what it is so different. It's like two different worlds. It's like all this trauma, the accumulated trauma. And imagine, like, seeing this. I grew up um, seeing this and reading about what has been happening throughout years of Islamic Republic. So I had a lot of anger towards Islamic Republic.
Yeah,